Hey guys, I wanted to do this quick tutorial for some of my clients of how I use and clean audio files and create audio files and then save them as WAV or MP3. WAV and MP3 files are the go-to uh, universal standard for recording. They're easier to clean, they're easier to pull into software and platforms. So I'm going to go into that right here. I'm going to share my screen and go from there. All right, so here we go. Let me do this. I'm going to open Audacity. I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I use Audacity here. Here it is. The icon is so tiny. All right. And that's really cool. All right. Um, so first I'm going to show you is how to find your microphone. If you're looking for your microphone in Audacity, and Audacity is a great free software. Before I paid for WavePad, which is a really good software to use as well. I used this for years. And, I also have Adobe Sound Booth, but, and I ain't trying to diss on Adobe Sound Booth. I prefer Audacity and I prefer WavePad, and I'm going to show you why. Anyway, if you're trying to find your microphone, go to Preferences. And in Preferences, you can set up both your speaker and your microphone. Your speaker here in your playback recording is where you will find your mic. You'll see a list of different microphones and you'll find one. So you'll have to know what the name of your mic is and find it. All right. So going here and let's record something. I'm going to record something and then I'm going to show you how to pull in a file and, go from there. So 4 score and 7 years ago. All right. And as you can see here, there's a lot of muddiness and uncleanliness in this file. So there's a lot of ways to fix this, and I tend to take a two-prong approach. The first way is to go to Effect, go to Noise Removal Repair, Noise Reduction. Actually, I keep forgetting. WavePad is better at this, and I'll show you why in a minute. So you have to highlight, you go into noise removal repair, noise reduction, and then you have to get the noise profile. All right. Once you get the noise profile, you have to highlight the entire thing. You can do repeat noise reduction, or you can go back into noise removal repair, go to noise reduction, and then go to OK. See that? That's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so if we play this, 4 score and 7 years ago. All right. And you could do it again. But what I'm probably gonna do instead of doing it again, since yeah, it's doable. I'll go and I will clean up whatever else I see here, because these things aren't voice. This is noise. So what you're gonna do is you highlight that. This is click and drag to highlight. And you go on to generate. And you're gonna generate silence. Woo! Look at that. Clean as a whistle. Then you go here, go to generate silence. Don't you just wish you could do that in real life? Generate silence. Generate. Generate silence. Gosh, this is so zen. All right. I'm gonna cut this. You could also cut here and edit, copy, paste, all that stuff. Cut. All right. 4 score and 7 years ago. All right, and if you want to take out different WAV files, again, just cut, cut. Okay. So this is how you clean an audio file. 4 score and 7 years ago. And then you save, you export audio, and it's going to say share, or you can export to your computer. So you export. I'll just call it 4 score. 4 score. And then you can save as a MP3 or a WAV. WAV files are as uncompressed. They're usually big files. MP3 files are compressed and they still sound good. They're still decent quality. And usually with my clients, I prefer MP3. It's easier for you because they're smaller files. It's easier for you to attach and send. If you do waves, you may have to put it in a OneDrive or something like that. And there's very specific reasons to save a wave, but for me, MP3 does the job. So let's MP3. I saved it. Export. And then if you want to save the Audacity file, save project, save to computer, and I'll just call this test file 2. All right. So that's how you save. And if you want to upload, uh, it's is it open? Yeah, it's open. Let's see. So let's see what happens when I try to open this. We'll see here in 4A. I can't open it in Audacity. Audacity doesn't support this. It's very hard to find software and programs that support M4A files. Okay. So, but I do have one that does that. And let's go and I'm going to show you the other program I use. I use something called WavePad. I love it. It's a more robust, it costs. Audacity is free, and as a free recording program, it's bad A. You know, bad arse, bad booty. So, where we are, here we go. Now this is WavePad. It's very, very robust. It has a lot of different options. And so I will open to my cat. He doesn't like it when he loves to put his little voice in my recordings. Tucky, Tucky, hey, can mommy record? Yeah. All right. So let's go here and let's open a file. So what's great about WavePad, it opens a lot of different types of files. And see this is a very small wave pattern. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to normalize it, get a little bigger. You go to normalize, this is in levels, you go to normalize. And you could auto normalize, I generally do. Because I could play with it later. And you see all this? You got clicks, you got breaths. You got a lot of different things in here that needs cleaning up. And here's why, before I said that WavePad is superior when it comes to the silence tool. So if you go to effects and you go to cleanup, there's my kitty. He said, I'm not only going to try to make noise, I'm going to show up in the, because of course. Anyway, let's go to cleanup. Noise removal wizard. I usually use this because it's cleaner. It's really nice. And boom, I didn't have to highlight anything. It just clean. Look at that. Look at that. Clean as a whistle. Look at that. And then like when it comes to this stuff, so let's listen through here. Why is that there? Leave. All right. Why is it making me annotate? That's weird. Oh, I see.
Let's get more into that in the next video. Let's get more into that in the next. Let's get more into that. Let's get
Hear
more
that?
into
That's a
that.
breath. So when you look at these wave patterns, you can tell when what's speaking and what's artifacts, right? So you can get rid of these one or two ways. I can get rid of the breath with silence, or just cut it out. Cut, cut, cut. And then if you want to shorten in between, but these are different outtakes. I'm not gonna, well, I guess just to show. Okay, we got that. But let's see. I wanted to make that shorter distance. See what I'm saying? So WavePad's faster and more robust. You see all these different things you can do here with WavePad. It costs, but to me, because of what I did, it was worth the money to purchase the software. So
Let's get more into that in the next video. Let's get more into that in the next video. Let's get more into that fight or flight in the next video.
all right, so save file as to save as an MP3 or a WAV. Now for this one, I'm going to save as a WAV because I'm saving as a WAV for the particular program. It'll be easier for me to manipulate once I pull it into Adobe CS. So let's call that outtake 4. Oh, 6, 2025. You always want to date your files, especially I've been doing this for a number of years, and I've found that dating my files helps tremendously for that reason. So save, and there you go. And I hope this is useful to you for both for using Audacity, which is a kick a booty software, and also for WavePad, which is more robust. I prefer it. I use it mostly. But I did use Audacity for a number of years before I started making money with doing what I'm doing. So either software is great if you're trying to clean files or produce files. And that's my tutorial. And I hope it was beneficial. And anyway, happy recording and talk again soon.